Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Darren Bernard's Poor Boy Crafts. Last time we made the water for our monstrous aquatic creature. Today we're going to make the creature, and then we're going to paint them, put them all together, and hopefully be able to finish it. So we're going to go right at it. We're going to start with it. So we're going to set this aside for right now. Remember, if you like what you see, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, because we are giving away prizes every now and again. If I can double my subscriptions, we're going to give away that Boba Fett figurines. So hopefully we'll be able to double my subscriptions by July and be able to give that away. But just hit that subscribe button and share it with all your friends, and we'll get a lot more people in on this channel, and they'll be able to enjoy themselves just as much as you do. So let's get right along with it, and we'll just set this aside for right now, and we're going to start building our creature. Now, if you've seen some of my movies, some of my things in the past, you'll know that I like using this magic modeling clay. You can buy this at Dollar Tree for $1.25, and this stuff is just easy to work with. Hard to open, but easy to work with. This stuff, it takes like 2 or 3 days for it to dry. So, I mean, you can really work with this stuff and do just about whatever you want to do with it. And this is what we're going to make the creature out of. Now, we're going to keep it pretty thick. You're going to want it about an eighth to a quarter inch thick. You don't want to get it too thin for what we're going to use it for. To make the body, we're going to grab yourself a little round ball. I've got these wooden balls that I found at a yard sale. You could use a golf ball. Anything about 1.5 inches to 2 inches is perfect. Use a bouncy ball about that size. I mean, anything for just to make a mold out of it. Just like this. And that's basically going to be the start of our creature. Okay? Grab out my X-Acto knife, and we're going to kind of trim all the excess off. Don't need all this extra excess. Okay. Back of it, we're going to make kind of flush. And then we'll give it a couple of little things around the front here, just like this. Gotta try to make them even. Kind of like an octopus, you know, they'll have their little flappy things at the end, at the sides of them there. Just like this, and this is going to be the body. Now in the mouth, that's why we want it to be kind of thick. Just going to kind of push in a bit. Just kind of make a little bit of an indentation there. Just like that. And that's pretty much going to be the mouth. Now we'll get right back to the mouth because I want to do the eyes. Now believe it or not, easiest way to do the eyes, pick up a pack of googly eyes. You can get a pack of googly eyes at Dollar Tree for $1.25. And now with fish and most aquatic creatures, on the side, just kind of push it in and then pull. Using the flat end of your blade might be a little bit easier. Kind of pull the clay down on top of the eye. Let me get around here so I can... You see, kind of creating an eyebrow at the top. Do the same underneath of it. See how that created that? Kind of just puffed it out there a bit. Kind of put that a little bit too far back, but that's okay. That's all about the art. I'll put this one closer. He'll look kind of weird, but that's okay. Do the same on the other side. I mean, he is a monstrous creature, so he's supposed to look weird. Yeah. Just like that. Give him some good eyebrows on there. Now with a little bit more of the clay, just roll up little balls. Kind of put them all over his body. Kind of give him a little bit of texture. Some bumps. Just like that. Now let's go back to that mouth there. We've got some toothpicks. With a good pair of cutters, we want to clip off just the tip of the toothpick. Less than 1/4 inch. Rest of the toothpick can go in the trash or on the floor. Now we're going to do about 10 of them. Okay, now we got all of them cut. I grab the long nose needles, and then we're just going to push these in around the mouth, kind of facing inward, not outward, inward, like that, both up and down. Okay, there she is. And that's pretty much all there is to the creature for the body. Now we're going to set that aside and let that dry. Now, as for the tentacles, there are 2 ways you can do it. You can make the tentacles out of the clay, which is basically just rolling out, flattening out the tip, just like that, and then doing some fancy work on it. Pretty much, you can do it this way. I, however, got lucky. I found a toy at a yard sale that had flippers. And I filled them in with some clay on the bottom of them, and I'm going to use them. Now, like I said, you can use clay if you want to, and just, like I said, just roll it out like that, do a little bit of modeling, and it works all the same way, but I'm going to cheat. The toy cost me 25 cents, and I can paint these, and I go to yard sales all the time, find all the stuff like that, and you can do the same, and you can find all kinds of good stuff at yard sales. Now, I got 8 of them, but I'm only going to use 4 of them because I think that's pretty much all I'm going to need. So I'm going to grab my guy over here that I've had drying for 3 days. Same deal that I had. He looks really good. And I'm going to get back to my thing here. We're going to paint all these black, and then we'll be ready to go. All right, we got them painted, the base collar. They are still drying, but we can actually put it together. Get my black paint, put it up. We're done with that. Got my paintbrushes drying. But now we're going to basically put the whole thing together. So with the body, we've got that center part. That's where the body is going to go, which is right there. Going to kind of just have it sitting, coming up out of the waves. So it's the back is going to touch and the fronts are going to touch up here. So remember, when you're painting, don't paint over the googly eyes, because that's what gives it its lifelike appearance. So, but I'm going to put some glue down in the bottom here, a pretty good amount, and then some right up here on top of the waves to hold the body. Oh yeah, hear that sizzle right in there. There we go. That puts the body in place. Now the hard part is going to be putting these guys into place, because the waves, as you notice, is in the way. So we're going to use a new tool. Same type of tool, our X-Acto knives, but a different blade. This is a straight blade. It's made to dig right in there. So we find out where we want to put these things, where we want to put them, which I want to put one right up front here. So then I'll just shave enough out of the way so that he'll fit right down in there. See, I might have to just pull out one full wave there, which I end up having to do. Watch, because it is very sharp. I want to get a flat surface to put him on so that he'll actually stay. Just like that. Beautiful. I might have to retouch up because I'm dealing with it since it ain't dry. Yeah, my wife made me put my apron on. Don't want to mess up a good shirt. Put a generous amount of glue. And then hold that in place till she dries. Now I am using my glue, but I'm using the Gorilla Glue. It's a little bit more expensive. This costs like $5 for the mess, but it's worth it. It holds it tighter and it's just a little bit stronger glue. There we go, got that one in. Now on the other side here, we're going to take out another wave just like we did over there. Oh, this one wasn't quite dry yet. Might have to put some more glue there. Try putting some glue on here. There we go, just sitting her down into the hole. There we go. These are kind of top heavy. That takes a little bit to get them to hold in there. Once they dry and hold in there, they don't come apart, but just having to get them in there to hold. Okay, that one's held in there. But it looks like we're at our 15-minute mark, so we'll just hold off the rest for next time. All this stuff will be dry by then. It'll be easier to work with. So I'll see you in the next one. So this is part 2. So part 3, we will finish up. We'll get it all painted, and you'll see the monstrous aquatic creature come to life. Have a good day.